I'm your Slocum 23, joining me for Vampire Girl 2, Chapter 11. After what feels like an eternity, you're in Finn's arms once more. He holds you close, seeming to feel the same giddy relief that you do to be reunited. It's been too long. We're finally together again. I'll hesitate. You pause for a second, then give him a hesitant half hug. His eyes look pained as they search yours. I'm so sorry it took me so long to find you. You're here now, that's all that matters. Your knees feel weak, but Finn hoists you up into his arms to carry you ashore to the bank of the canal. Let's get you back to the castle. Kara and Julian can help you get settled in. After that, we have a lot to talk about. A big castle. We do. Finn walks with you in his arms towards the distant beauty of Sky Castle. Its shining spires are reflected in the water below, glittering in the sun. Oh, wow. Why, thank you. As you might expect, I'm rather proud of it. Finn chuckles and rolls his eyes, carrying you towards the stunning castle as Asher leads the way. Once you're inside the spacious entryway, Asher returns to your side. I'll make sure Ari gets settled in her room, Finn. You should get cleaned up. Fine, fine. Can you walk, Ari? I think you should carry me. Asher should carry me. I'll be fine. Something tells me eventually we're gonna have to pick a love interest, and it's one of the two. I'm sturdier than I look. If you say so. He gently lowers you to the ground, and Asher offers you an arm. Shall we? Wave goodbye to Finn as Asher leads you upstairs to your new room. Once there, Asher leans against the doorway and sweeps a hand towards the room within. So, what do you think? The room is bright and lavishly furnished, full of draping fabric and elegant furniture. The place is beautiful, but I think it's my favorite room. It feels like something out of the fairy tale. You are a princess, after all. He watches with a fond smile as you explore your new chambers. I do hope you feel at home here. I'm sure I'll settle in. Yami leaps from his hiding place in your hair and glides to the carpet. Go wild, kiddo. Just don't let anyone see you. There's a healing elixir on the table for your ribs, and your clothes are behind the changing screen. You find the potion and take a sip. It's sweet and sends a warmth through your entire body, numbing the pain in your chest. I'll send Finn up in a few minutes. Remember, he can't learn what happened yet. What are you gonna tell him? The same thing I'll tell all my brothers, that I found you abandoned when they realized I was getting close. You don't know where they took you, and you don't know who they were. Simple. That's my story. I don't know, what happens if he questions me? Shouldn't we rehearse a story or something? Asher shakes his head and waves a hand as if swatting the idea out of the air like a fly. The more lies we spin, the easier it'll be to catch us in our own web. Finn will want to know more. Just claim that talking about it upsets you. If you get too close to discussing the contract, it'll certainly start to. He sighed and nod. Everything is going to be fine. Get changed. I'll send Finn up soon. Closes the door behind him as he departs, leaving you alone to change. We'll go with whatever's handy. Spitfire riding. I miss the black uniform. Barely a few minutes later pass before a polite knock on the door. Come in. Finn peeks in, but Baron quickly barrels past him and into the room. Oh, I missed you too, boy. Go in for a belly rub. Baron flops over and gives you give him the best scratches you can muster before he hops back up to his feet. The massive wolf's entire rear half sways with happiness as his tail beats side to side. Baron isn't the only one who missed you. What happened? You shake your head, keeping your eyes on Baron's happy face. I don't know much, and it's hard to talk about. I'll stay silent. Again, telling him about King Lucian's evil plot. The contract means I'll just be choking and in pain if I try. Lock eyes with Finn and shoot him a pain grimace. That's all you can do. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have asked. You've been through so much. I'm just glad you're safe. Baron wanders away from you and starts snuffling the ground. His keen eyes lock on Yami, and he seems to inspect the little dragon. Can't animals see Yami? Maybe he only hides himself from people. You're startled from your musing by Finn's voice. Ari, there's something I need to tell you. Takes a step towards you, looking grieved as he struggles for the right words. Tell me. When you were taken, it felt like they ripped my heart from my chest. I can't lose you again. I won't. I'm not going anywhere. I couldn't stop thinking about you while I was gone. But I don't know what the future will hold, and you don't want to be kind, and I need to marry the next ruler, and... You're interrupted by a knock at the door. The Finn sighs in frustration and reaches back to open and letting Asher in. Apologies, Finn. I just heard what happened to your kingdom. Something happened to Stonehill? The fire spirit burned our forest. We don't have the wood to rebuild. You can almost feel the heat of Riku's flames against your skin. That's terrible. Why did they attack you? Did something provoke them, or was this another raid? We were warned that we had only a day to release the phase laser would be war. And you refused? Finn sighs and shakes his head, looking weary and defeated. I barely had time to consider our options before they attacked. Perhaps it was a show of force. You give his hand a reassuring squeeze as words fail you, and in the face of his struggle. You should return to your people. There's no telling when Riku or Wadu will strike again. Wadu isn't dead. It looked like you killed the water spirit with your bare hands. Ben shakes his head. Spirits cannot be killed. Not truly. The best we can do is find the water druid. What for? If she dies, Wadu will be forced to find another keeper, or to choose another Fae who's willing. The spirit will be reborn, younger and weaker for a time at least. You try not to look at Yami, but your eyes go to him. Baron is licking the baby dragon's back, and he's chirping happily at the attention. Finn follows your gaze and squints at his wolf in confusion. Why is Baron licking the carpet? I don't know, dog stuff? He's a wolf, Ari. A highly skilled natural killing machine. Says you, Fenris. He's a walking flea circus, in my opinion. Asher begins to guide his brother to the door with a firm arm around his shoulders. Your people need you, Finn. Don't worry about Ari. I won't let her out of my sight. I need to see her again, Asher. I'll be waiting. Aaron abandons Yami to return to his master's side, much to the dragon's dismay. Take care of him, my boy. Oh! Baby dragon watches his new friend go, his wings slumping sadly. Oh, looks like we'll both be pining for someone. Once they're gone, Asher sighs and leans back against the wall. See, everything will be fine. It's good music. Keep your eyes to the ground and your mouth shut. Asher nudges you, trying to pull you out of your funk. Finn will be back eventually. Why don't you see a little more of the city? Really? He gives you a warm, bemused laugh and nods. I don't want you to feel like a prisoner here. You're a guest. You scoop up Yami and place him on your shoulder so he can nuzzle into your hair. Thanks, Asher. Can you think of a way to get them to send some meat up for Yami? I'm sure I'll figure out something. Yeah, maybe she's just hungry. Coffee. When you depart his lavish castle, you find yourself once more on the narrow streets of the city. The canal will shine in the sun, and longboats wind their way past countless buildings and stalls. This kingdom really suits the Prince of Pride. Everywhere you look, well-dressed merchants are advertising fine jewelry and vibrant clothes. The distant sound of a blacksmith distracts you, and your chest aches with a memory of simpler time. Or decent. Before you can dwell on the pain of his loss, a white tent comes into view at odds with its surroundings. You peek inside to find a makeshift hospital and Sari flitting from bed to bed in a nurse's uniform. As she kneels to check the scrapes and bruises of the face lays, you notice a confidence and determination you've never seen in her. I think we're going to need more bandages and another pot of salve. Sari? Oh, Princess! She gives you a little curtsy, seemingly suddenly flustered. What is all this? Healing for the people hurt in the water spirit's attack. Some came away in better shape than others. Can I do anything to help? She gasps and her face turns red at the thought. This is no place for a princess. I've heard that before. But I'm a hard worker and ready to learn. Despite her manners, Sari can't help but look skeptical. Finn taught me to sword fight. His half-sister taught me to blacksmith. This isn't as dangerous as all that. I suppose. You can't do all this alone. At least take me on until more volunteers are found. Then you can decide of if you want to keep me. Sari studies you a moment, then she looks impressed. Very well. We'll see how you do. I do need someone to empty the chamber pots. Wow. Wow. Okay. She stares at you innocently, as if waiting to see if you back down. Empty chamber pots? Fine. Not the most glamorous job, but if this is what it takes to earn her respect. Sari looks a little taken aback, but offers you a pail. You aren't what I expected from a princess. I'll take that as a compliment. Start on the far beds. There's a barrel behind the tent when the pail gets full. And thank you, Ari, really. This isn't really being... Just move on. The next few weeks pass uneventfully, with much of your time spent helping Sari in the healing tent. And without any of the Fae being allowed to use their magic freely, the healing of any injured more severe than your bruised ribs is grueling. Sari teaches you what she knows about setting broken bones, dislocated joints, and about herbs and potions. Finally, it's time to return to the Air Island and to Varus. You meet him in the same mountain-top cavern, but he stands ready for a travel. No less than a day, Ari. We must travel to the Earth Tribe. Zero, the air spirit, now larger than a griffin, stands next to him. Woo! She's towering and fierce. Her talons and feathers glow in the soft light. Wait, are we going to ride her? Yes, like all spirits, Zira has many forms. Does that mean I'll ride my dragon someday? Why have you not grown, you little pipsqueak? Because that sounds amazing, unforgettable, like so much fun. Varus chuckles and waves you towards Zira. Get on the owl, Ari. There's time for that later. Climb onto the massive owl's back, and Varus follows so he can wrap his arm around you. Zira takes to the evening sky, and it's so different from riding a griffin. Instead of being a passenger, you feel like you're part of the wind itself. This is amazing. I can't believe Yami might be big enough for this someday. You soar over the rocky terrain of the Earth Tribe's island, passing jumbles of rock and mossy ground until you reach a massive silver tree. Just like the one that held Varys and Zera, it's towering and magnificent. A Fey woman is near, it's as if standing vigil. She frowns when she sees you and Varys land. Druid of the winds, what brings you to our lands? Good evening, Rita. I have come seeking the Earth Druid, Lyanna and her spirit, Tauren. They did not attend the gathering at the Crystal Palace. We grow concerned. Rita sighs and shakes her head. That is because the Earth Druid and the Earth Spirit never awoke. No one came up from the tree. What? How is that possible? The Fae's woman's eyes narrow on you as she turns her gaze. You are the one they call the Midnight Star. Yes. Then you are false. Your blood did not waken our spirit. He still waits for Yami. That's not true. The other spirits awoke. I've seen Riku and Wadu, and Zera's right here. So where is Tauren? I don't know. You want to wring your hands in frustration, but you try to stay composed. Maybe Varys has the answer. Varys seems to be ignoring you both. Stands with his ear against the tree and his eyes closed and deep in concentration. He frowns and sucks in a breath through his clenched teeth. By the spirits. What's wrong? Is Tauren still asleep? No. He's dead. There's a terror in his eyes, unlike any you've known. Tauren and Lyanna do not slumber. They were never here at all. What? Okay. Well, we get to find out in the next chapter, so at least this isn't one of those, oh my god, we have to wait a week. So without further ado, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and this channel. And without further ado, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you all in the next chapter. Peace.